experts takes your ride to the next level. From horsepower gains to custom enhancements, we deliver results. Late model Racecraft. We talking or we racing?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Behind me, Mr. Petrie's beautiful orange metallic, brand new ZL1 Camaro. He shipped it all the way from Washington to us for our 800 horsepower package for the LT4 platform. This car literally has, I think, 200 miles on the odometer when we first got it. And Mr. Petrie, good customer, he wanted a fun weekend toy, which is what we provided for him right here behind us. Also, when this car gets done, he plans on sending us his new C8 Corvette for a twin turbo package. So back to the car behind me. As y'all can see how sexy it looks on the exterior. The metallic, guys, I don't know how good it looks in video, but the orange metallic, when the sunlight hits it, it looks awesome. And as always, guys, because it's a new car, full ceramic coating, as well as a full PPF, it looks, to me, it just gives that dark, little bit darker look to it, but it looks so good in the sunlight. So, as always, 800 horsepower package. We actually have a billet lid going on it. So right now for this video, you see it with a stock supercharger lid on it. We're getting it powder coated with our nice logo on it as we speak. But as always, cold air induction system, the Rotofab, American Racing headers, spark plugs, wires, ATI lower dampener. Again, for the 800 horsepower package, guys, we spin the supercharger harder than factory, but we don't want to go too crazy to create the intake air temps, especially for just a weekend toy on 93 octane. And then again, because Mr. Petrie wanted, his main goals were sound awesome, louder than stock, and he wanted that chop at idle. So of course, the engine comes out, we get rid of the displacement on demand, we change all the lifters out, put new lifters in it, and our complete custom grind camshaft with valve springs and push rods and all the necessary components to keep everything safe and reliable. So this package right here picked up a solid, I think it was 150 rear-wheel horsepower plus over stock. It now sounds badass. You pull into a parking lot, you get that, it still has the factory dual mode mufflers. So on the highway, it can be nice and quiet when you want to. You pull into a parking lot for a car show or a car meet, you open up the exhaust, you get that awesome chop that everyone knows you got something done to it. So anyways, another beautiful one done. I'm gonna go out street drive it, go show y'all what this thing can do from a low roll. And then those of you watching, check back for future videos to see how badass we build his twin turbo C8 Corvette.
Got that boyfriend. Looks like
Good
a
girlfriend.
right, out in our first test drive in Mr. Petrie's brand new ZL1 Camaro. Shipped it all the way from Washington, I believe, with like 200 miles on the odometer. This car is beautiful, from the color combination to the interior, and obviously being a brand new car, I love driving new cars. And he went with our 800 horsepower package. As y'all know, one of our most common packages. He wanted a nice weekend toy that was reliable, wanted the cam sound, and just, again, wants to be able to enjoy it on a Saturday night, go out and have some fun. So this one is complete. We're about to test it. I got to test shift points as always, but Mr. Petrie also has a new C8 Corvette he plans to ship as soon as we send this one back. He's shipping us a C8 Corvette. It might be next month. I don't even know when we have it on the schedule, for a twin turbo package. So he didn't want to go too crazy with this one. He just wanted something fun. He wanted the exhaust note from the headers, wanted the cam sound, so a little chop it idle, but wanted it to drive really nice, and again, just be reliable. Put 93 octane in the tank, go have fun when he wants to. I have a feeling the twin turbo C8 might make a little bit more power than this, but again, all in all, this thing turned out great. It picked up over, I believe, 150 rear horsepower over stock. It drives like a stock car until you step on it, which we are about to do. Like I said, as always, I test our shift points, and then of course while I'm doing that, I'm obviously testing all the engine components to make sure air, fuel timing, that the engine's nice and safe and happy, for in case he does decide to do some 60 to 130s or 150s or some half-mile events and to do some top speed stuff. I need to make sure on my end when tuning these things. Again, it's summertime, it's really hot here in Houston. Washington obviously won't be, the humidity and stuff won't be near what it is here, but I still need to test it and tune it for a worst case scenario. Again, guys, all of our cars we build are from all over the country and world, so when we ship these things back, they have to be 100%. So right now, traction control on. It is on factory tires. Again, just came from the dealership. It literally came with 200 something miles on it. I think I'm gonna leave traction control on. I'm gonna try second gear. Just let it spin, let traction control do its job. That way I can test the 2-3 shift, 3-4, and hopefully the 4-5, and go from there. So manual mode, I'm in second gear, around 3,500. I'm gonna make sure it shifts all by itself, and then we'll check the shift points when we're done. Woo! Yeah, I stayed in it a little bit longer than I normally do. I wanted to test the 5-6 shift point as well. Definitely skating around like crazy in second gear. Traction control did its job, kept me in my lane. Man, it's a fun car to drive with the stock tires on it. Again, like all of our other videos, if he wants it to hook up better in first or second gear, we can put a Toyo on it for him. But most of the customers like him, they're gonna do third gear pulls on the highway, and they just roll into it. Most of them do 60 to like 100 to 110 at the most. Most customers don't go much more than near what I just did right there, unless they're going to like half-mile events or certain events to where they have a little bit more road and shut down area. But it felt great, shifted phenomenal. Like I said, it just spun really bad in second gear, so I'm gonna pull over now, check the log out, make sure it looks good. As long as the shift points are where I wanted them to be, and again, as long as the engine's safe when it comes to timing and fueling, we'll get this thing cleaned up and have transport come pick it up, send it all the way back to Washington, and hopefully expect this C8 coming in the near future. Let me save this now before I lose it. All right, so we did second gear. I was all the way in about 43 miles per hour, 4,700 RPMs. You can see it pulling out timing all through second. Traction control did its job. Made the 2-3 shift right where I wanted. 3-4 shift right where I wanted. 4-5 right on the money. 6,700 and 5-6. 6-7 looks good. And then again, I stayed in it way longer than I normally do, guys. I normally do, as y'all know, 60 to 130 stuff, but I wanted to air this thing out, check temps, and everything does look good. Like I said, guys, these little 1.7 liter blowers for this package, the reason why we, again, I keep them very reliable. Other people will spin the supercharger harder, which is fine, but then it just creates more heat for when you do something like that. You'll have to pull out a lot of timing to keep it safe. And even in this case, just for example, because I did make a longer pull than normal, it's pulling out roughly 2 degrees of timing at the end of the pull. But again, most customers are not gonna do what I just did right there. They'll let out before that last shift even, and by that point it was pulling out only 1 degree of timing, which is absolutely fine, and fueling looks good as well. So again, I'm rambling, but tune-up looks good, nice and safe. I'm gonna get back to the shop, get it cleaned up, and yeah, Mr. Petrie's gonna love this one. And then those of you that follow our channel, man, be looking for his C8 to show up next. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. As always, I appreciate the comments below, so please comment below on this one. And what do y'all think about GM getting rid of the Camaro with 23? This one's a 23, I believe. 24 being the last year. Same with the Hellcat. A lot of platforms are ending this year. So comment below, like to know what y'all have to think about. What do y'all think is going to happen in the future? Are they going to just stop making these things altogether? Or is there a chance, kind of like 2010, the 5th gen Camaro, they stopped production on it, and then they brought back the 6th gen a little bit later. So let me know what y'all think. Is there a chance the Camaro could come back 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? I'd like to hear what y'all have to say. I'll stop rambling. Until next time, guys.